everyone, and happy time zones! Oh, what the... Okay, clearly I need to mess around with some things real quick. Hold on. Wasn't aware that that decided to just completely shut off. Apologies. Hello everyone, and happy time zones! It's your bird, Avon the Raven, and... welcome back to Demon Souls Soul Arrow Only. We're going to be doing a decent chunk of Upper Latria today. And going from there. The reason we're going to be doing a decent chunk of Upper Latria is because of... okay, Twitch is being weird here. For a second there, I just said I had 0 followers. When I could have sworn there was definitely more than 0. Just a minute ago. Fen, must you lay in the most inconvenient spot possible? I'm gonna try and run past what I can, honestly. Really surprised. Oh, I did get attacked. Okay. Ooh, welcome in, Rowdy. How are you today? Ah! Welcome in, Bats. How are you? Nice try. Oh, yeah, I hope the save is true. Because sometimes saving Dusk can go awry. Glad to hear you're both doing well. I am doing normally, thank you for asking. I woke up a little late. Which is why we're starting a little late. But overall, doing normally. This is Upper Latria. I don't know if I want to actually tackle the bosses here yet, because there's something specific that I want a massive amount of damage to deal with later. But, hey, I can at the very least unlock the bosses. Thank you for the streak, Rowdy. 7 streams. Damn. Get over here. Neither of you come to life. Oh, cover your eyes. I need to get rid of the spam thing, honestly, for that. I keep forgetting to. Apologies. I'll get that on my way down. You. Actually, wait, what do I have for souls? I have plenty of souls. Okay. Get down here, big guy. Unknown warrior. Oh, crap! Okay, so I have to open that first. Good to know, good to know. Is it possible for me to just run past everything? Get to that fog gate. Because I need to drop the heart. My performance here needs to be heart-stopping, as it were. Come on. We are not going very fast. Okay, this might not be the spot to try and run past, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That is spice, but I am being chased, so it's not a good idea to try and grab that. Hi! Yep. I'm not sure if I've learned my lesson, but I think I can go get spice once I get rid of you. Well then. Yeah. I should probably buy some grass next time I'm at the Nexus. Down we go. I just happened to remember that, really. The part I'm really worried about with this is the ivory tower itself. So, Latria is divided into 3 sections. There's the Prison of Hope, Upper Latria, and the Ivory Tower. The Ivory Tower is the part that I'm actually really concerned about. Anybody who's played this game before knows why, but for those that don't, there is a gauntlet of unavoidable mind flayers that you have to you cannot run past them. You have to outright kill them in order to pass. Which is why I'm considering having that be one of the last areas I tackle. But at the same time. Right, I can't go that way yet. At the same time, Latria is the single area in the game with the most stuff for a mage to do. Or rather, the most stuff for a mage to actually utilize. the Boletarian Palace and shoot, Stonefang Mines are more suited towards warriors. I believe most of the stuff in the Isle of Storms is suited towards dexterity builds. And most of what's in the Valley of Defilement is meant for faith builds. Obviously there's exceptions, such as the Kris Blade being in Stonefang. But by and large, what build you're going for is going to dictate how the run plays out in a lot of cases. What's my... Okay, I've got... Those aren't bad stats, really. Especially when the only thing I'm upgrading is the Kris Blade, because that's the only thing I can upgrade. Speaking of, that's a +1, right? Yeah. I'll be able to get it up to +3 pretty much as soon as I drop the heart. Like, there'll be a few more steps in between, but dropping the heart will... Oh no. Dropping the heart will get me access to the gold mask, or whatever it's called. And that mask I can trade with a bird in order to get a colorless demon soul to upgrade the Kris Blade further. The Isle of Storms also has something that I can trade for a colorless demon soul. Meaning that I'll end up with 2. Alright, first of the unavoidable mind flayers. Thankfully, he didn't think to turn around. Rather generous mind flayer. Oh, hi! Yikes. The spell's base damage is starting to fall off a bit, I think. I should probably, after this, pivot into, what's it called there? Or pivot into the Lord's Path. The second part of the Boletarian Palace, because I can actually get pure White World tendency there. And then I just need to unlock the inner ward. Which isn't going to be difficult, I think. The issue is going to be whether I have the range to actually hit the dragon. If I have the range to hit the dragon, that's going to be a cinch. I am going to do the Night Guys quest because that'll get me... Or probably after I actually kill the penetrator. Haha! Well done, Rowdy. Why are you here? Could have sworn there was only one of those guys. Oh well. Time to be the ultimate heartbreaker. The demons like a little danger. I don't remember anything else from that song. Just... Aha! Fair enough, fair enough. I hope it's not corrupted. Corrupted saves suck. Okay, where are you? I think I actually killed you. Okay. Yeah, would that I could rest at them. Unfortunately, this is Demon's Souls, not Dark Souls. I see you're still mad about me running past you earlier. Oh, hi. I'm surprised, honestly. This starter spells are not known for having high damage outputs, so the fact that I'm two-shotting most of the stuff I come across is nice. Unexpected, but nice. I am definitely concerned about the Mind Flayers, though. Oh, the enemy is doing... it was sarcasm directed at the enemy. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've only ever actually managed to get that once. I'm not going to try. Hey, if that effort means that you can play the game properly later, then I'm all for it. And you should be too. Give me the soul. Did you go into the painting? Because you can do ONS as you are right now. But a few more levels into damage or endurance or health would go a long way. The painting is accessible before reaching O&S at all. You can literally go into the painting and complete it. Fair enough, fair enough. But you can go into the painting and complete it entirely before heading into, or before ever encountering O&S. I know what you meant. Avarice. I think that increases soul collection. Oh, I know. Ah, right. Because you have to send your PlayStation away. Alright, I didn't want to use that spice there, but oh well. Yeah, don't kill the princess. I don't know how her dying would impact the DLC. You can kill Priscilla without any adverse effects. Her fight is just pretty tough if you're not expecting what she can do. Of course, she also lets you leave, so... The only reason to attack Priscilla is... if you want... I'd say more delusional, considering she considers the individuals in the current painted worlds to be gentle and non-hostile creatures. But that could also just be that they're gentle and non-hostile to her. Do you owe your dog money?
The touch, soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn. Art thou finished?
Alright, and then buy what I can from patches.
Well, we've not.
He does sell spice, but his spice is so expensive, it's ridiculous.
Nice stuff.
Alright, we're gonna... Ah! Send to storage. There we go. Highland's Edge, here we go. Are the pots deities? I don't think so. Alright, this is one of the few areas in the game that I try my best to outright skip. And it's because of these rolly bastards. I hate the rolly bastards. There we go. Collect that, because that is one of the things that the crow wants in exchange for a colorless soul. Nice try. The boss of this area isn't hard. But I kind of despise the run back. I also do not intend to go through this particular section more than once. Good riddance. I will admit that despite Latria being pretty hard, alright, we're gonna drop that. And then we have to quit out. And we're gonna be doing this twice.
Sparkly, happy, happy. Me, you, please, please. Sparkly, happy, happy.
Alright, that should be good enough. At least I think it was those two items that gave the colorless souls. Hello?
Sparkly, happy.
There we go. Thank you for your service, Sparkly. I will not be coming back. Alright, and I think it was on the other side of this. Yeah, it's over here. I'm gonna go down to the bottom first, though. avoid the pressure plate and grab that key. I don't intend on coming back, but if I decide to come back, hey. Alright. Come on. Nope. Also nope. This one takes a few attempts. But considering how far I've made it in as little time as I've made it, how bad do you think this area must be if I'm willing to resort to jump? There we go. Alright, and then that. I think I might have insulted the mantas. Oh well. Well. Oh, that is not where I meant to go. I want to be down here. You. Not the worst run back if you roll off the edge. Oh my. Thankfully, if you have a ranged option, this boss is a joke. I'm just gonna go back to the smithing grounds. Because here I can turn in the colorless demon souls. Hey, Ed!
If it be a blood.
Upgrade the Kris. I need 2 more colorless demon souls. Repair all. And we go. And back to the Nexus. Level what I can and and then buy from patches.
Then touch the soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
What I can happens to be one measly level.
Withdrawn from its vessel. Are
Fair
thou
enough.
finished?
Well,
Fair enough.
nice stuff.
Alright.
Come again then.
Throw myself off the top and then either Lord's Path or continue Latria. Latria will get me more damage if I manage to complete it. Which is why, even though I'm like, I don't really want to do that with my build right now, it might actually be the smarter decision. Ritual Path is best saved for later. Okay, the old ragged boots have decent magic defense. Alright. Let's see if the man-eaters give me some trouble here. I guess I could pivot into Valley of Defilement and get all of the first level boards out of the way. How you're technically supposed to do this game is go from one archstone to the next in sequential order. Like you do 1-1, then 2-1, then 3-1, and so on. As far as I know, nobody actually does that. I have pretty much always just rushed through Archstone of the Digger King to take out Dragon God. Someone at one point did do a "this is how it was intended to be done" kind of run. But that's a little different. That was all NPC quests, which I'm not doing right now. I normally do NPC quests, but I'm not... This game, there's not really much of a point. Not unless you're actually going to use the NPC. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 hits for a Phantom Mind Flayer is not bad. Now I have to hope I've got enough damage. The Mind Flayers, or not the Mind Flayers, the Man-Eaters are actually kind of terrifying. Partially because of their arena, and you'll see that in a second. So... They also have a bug in their code which makes it so that I think they can fly off and just never return, which would softlock you. Oh my. They're also a lot faster than they really should be. Actually, I think this works. At least for regrouping. Will this work? Please tell me that I didn't just soft lock myself. Crap, I think I might have just soft locked. Nope. Yeah. There's a couple reasons the man-eaters scared me. And them getting stuck off the side of their own arena is the big one. Hopefully that puts me back right at the... Okay. It puts me outside. Like, I know this got me soft lock last time, but I have done this before and it has worked. Crap. Never mind. I guess I have to try this normally. Okay. That's not good. Or rather, I can use that, but only for... Come on, come on. Come on. Damn it! Okay, yeah, I'll be coming back for these two with more damage. Yeah, let's actually go do the first part of the Valley of Defilement real quick. It's Valley of Defilement Part 2 that I'm concerned about here. Not terribly, but... I've never actually gone through Valley of Defilement Part 2 without the Sodden Ring. Sodden Ring is... remake exclusive. But it is, essential. It's the same as the Rusted Iron Ring from Dark Souls 1. It's exclusive to the remake, which is a little unfortunate. But... it does make going through the Swamp of Sorrow a lot easier. Swamp of Sorrow being Valley of Defilement Part 2. It's not strictly necessary. I'm pretty sure I could manage it the quote-unquote normal way. But it would make me a little less concerned about my healing items. Hi. Alright. Okay. Noble's Lotus. Where's the Lotus? There we go. Oh, no. There are some sections of this game that magic completely trivializes, and then there's Latria. Really? Okay, so we also have plague rats up ahead, which I'll need to be careful of. Unfortunately, unlike Soul Ray, Soul Arrow does not pierce. Uh-oh. Plague will absolutely wreck you in this game, by the way. Like, if there is any one thing you do not want to be in this game, it is plagued. Anything else, fine. You can deal with it. Plague? No. You gonna come down anytime soon, or... There we go. Oh, that's not good. That is really not good. Okay. Four hits to kill something on the first level is... less than ideal. It means level 2 is going to be an absolute nightmare. It also means that I'm going to have to make sure I sneak around. Oh, welcome in, Holy Burb! How are you today? Okay. I will be very surprised if Leechmonger takes more than one attempt. There we go. Resting your sword. I hope the shoulder gets better. I am a little concerned for this run, but mostly for my skill issue. Thank you for asking, though. Going back to Anorlando. Nice. Alright. Back to the Nexus for me. Yeah, I really do. Let's use all the souls. That's not a ton.
Thus, then touch soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou finished? May thy strength.
I can forge weapons for you.
You're not wrong, though. I do need to get good.
Do come back alive. Well. Nice stuff.
Like, being silly or not, you're also correct. I think it's time for the Lord's Path now. Man-eaters are definitely a problem. Well, I'm hoping to finish Latria before I have to go into Valley of Defilement again. Finishing Latria, however, is a kind of a tall ask, considering everything there at this point is resistant to my only damage type. Then, which means I'm gonna need like 35, 40 magic if I want to do decent damage. I'm hoping that I can get, colorless demon souls. They very well may be pleased to see you. See you splattered. But hey. I can never remember what is and isn't around this section. This section is weird. Ah! Yeah, sometimes all you can do is laugh. And sometimes the death is legitimately hilarious. Hello.
Clear out the soldiers blocking this passage.
Yeah, I'll save you in a minute, Ostrava. I just need to make sure I can take out, or ascertain as to whether I can take out the dragon. There we go. Because taking out the dragon will give me a decent amount of souls. I can, in fact, take out the dragon. Let's go. Welcome in, Kay. Welcome in. If you're exhausted, go back to bed. If you are indeed exhausted, you may wish to go back to bed. Aw. I missed. I missed. Did not miss that time. I did that time, however. I have never said that you can't sleep. There are very few situations where I will tell someone they cannot sleep. I missed again. There we go. This is, by the way, the only way to actually beat the dragon. Oh, okay. I'm never going to tell somebody to sleep if they're the one behind the wheel. And if you're driving, then why are you watching my stream, for one thing? Like, get out of here, focus on the fucking road. For another, if you have a head injury, then it's really not a good idea to sleep. Generally speaking, if I'm saying don't fall asleep, it's because of something life-threatening. Alright. Thank you for the lurk, Rowdy. Okay, you still exist. Oh dear. I missed. I keep missing! Why am I so bad at this? I had the timing down and now I don't. Oh, thank you for the 3 stream. Oh dear. Thank you for the 3 stream streak. Aha! And seriously, Kay, if you're exhausted, go to bed. I am not... Now you're just being difficult. The fuck do you mean, do I have a mic? How do you think you're hearing me right now? How exactly do you think you're hearing me right now if I don't have a mic? My mic is in my, like, directly in my face. If it's any closer, it'll be in my mouth. I'm just naturally pretty quiet. What plans did I foil? I'm not going to scream into the mic. Some of you are probably watching with headphones or earbuds. If I scream into the mic, it is entirely on accident. But I try not to do that because I don't want to blow anyone's ears out.
Same time.
Blue-eyed Knight Quirus. I forgot that the Quirus was here. But yeah, I'm naturally pretty quiet, so I have my mic about as close as I can get it to my face without risking damaging the mic or it getting in my mouth. Hi. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. The Bloodborne collab is on Wednesdays. Magnifico and I are doing the lopsided Bloodborne challenge. Absolutely no fucking clue. I brought it up and nobody answered me. Or rather, I got one answer that was, yeah, we should really schedule something like that, and then radio silence. I'm probably going to have to be a little more stubborn in getting the scheduling going. I think it's more all of us are the type to wait and see what other people are doing before we weigh in. I'm just going to have to be impatient if we want to get this ball rolling. Yeah. Like, last week and the week before, I really couldn't weigh in too much because my cousin's wedding was coming up. But now I think I'm just going to have to be impatient. Nothing there. Okay. What do you mean I just did 200 damage to that thing? Yeah, Latria really is going to be the hard one. And then Tower Knight is next. I'm actually not too worried about Tower Knight. That run back gets a lot easier when you take out the dragon. Alright, let's get rid of you before I forget you exist. Am I misremembering, or is this guy's actual name Albert? Because my brain keeps wanting to call him Albert. And I can't remember if Albert was another character in a different game or the Tower Knight. Ow. we're just gonna do that. Like, I know that, Phalanx's real name was Ulan. Ow. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Hello? Thank you. Good grief. Let's go back to the Nexus. And then I think Boletaria is actually pure white at the moment. Let me check that. Oh yeah, that's pure white world tendency. Let's go.
The touch, soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
I actually haven't really gone out of my way to launch anything off of a ledge
So your work,
this run.
art thou finished?
Well, nice stuff.
Okay, so we're gonna send that to storage. Oh, throwing myself off of ledges doesn't count. Let's be real here. I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use that. Oh, welcome back, Rowdy. Self-yeets do not... They don't count as leading an enemy to their death, no. I should actually head back to Latria and get some more spice. But first... Self-yeet. Because I don't really gain anything from doing that. This just prevents me from losing stuff. That is hilarious, and I'm going to have to bring that up to him next time. That is genuinely hilarious. Alright, Prison of Hope. I should probably be smart about Inner Ward, actually. Because I can max out Kris Blade if I'm careful. Alright, that's pretty satisfying. Not gonna lie, that was pretty satisfying.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, 35 is actually a lot of endurance when you stop and think about it.
Thank you.
So while Magnifico says it's doable, it's only doable for someone who is purely going for that kind of build. If you're not going for an... Are you kidding me? It's because of the blood. Not necessarily. Havel's armor by itself is actually pretty heavy. This game kind of forces you to kill some non-combatants at times. Let's actually go to the inner ward. I'm going to mostly clear inner ward. But I'm gonna leave the boss. Aha! Okay, okay. Fair enough. Let's just collect all the souls I can. 'Cause I'm getting to the point. I'm gonna want to up my intelligence to 30 and then try to get my magic up to 40, I think. Although, I might be able... to get away with not upping that to 40 if I max out the Kris Blade. Yeah, some enemies just don't care. Y'all are about to burst out from behind that gate. I do remember this place. Actually, no. Or, well... that guy is actually a standard enemy. That does technically introduce the boss of this area. But not in the way you'd expect. I'll leave the cutscene running. You munch it. It's munchies. Come on. Oh, believe you me. When... Oh dear. When my dad first saw the... When my dad and I did pass the torch of this game, he made all the marijuana jokes. Every single one. So you are by no means alone in that. Why are you so slow on ladders? Like, that's a complaint I have every single time I play this game. I've been spoiled by Dark Souls 2. The ladder climbing in Dark Souls 2 is just so satisfying. There we go. Hi, what are you doing here? That's fair. Do what you gotta. And yeah, the Hydra ladder is long. Hello. I mean, you're not wrong. I think bubble wrap is technically safer for the item being packaged, but not by much. Yeah. Collect this. Yes, I'm actually going through and collecting more sparklies than I was going to initially. Hi, hello, how you doing? Die. Alright. I'm gonna have to come back through here a couple of times. Because there is a primeval demon. Hold up. Why do I have so many shards? Yeah, that's fair. Ow! Not really much I can say to that, but how? Okay, if your console is broken, maybe you shouldn't be unpacking that. Actually, what am I doing? this is a much better angle for me. Alright, Estrava.
Help! Help! Soul Star fever.
Where did you even pick up this posse, Estrava? Like, actually, where did you pick up this posse?
You said this.
A power issue. Is it on its own outlet? Because we had an issue with our PS5 where it would just randomly shut off and wouldn't turn back on. And it turns out the issue we had was that there was too much stuff plugged into the outlet that the PS5 was in. Okay, but does it share the surge protector with other things? When it's on its own. Okay. And you've determined that it's not the outlet that's the problem here. And you've tried this with multiple outlets? No other devices. That isn't what I meant. Okay, yes, you have. Okay. It's entirely possible that it could be an energy issue with your actual wall. With ours, it was an outlet thing. It needs to have its own outlet, but I'm hoping it's not the case that your home's energy just can't keep up with it. But that... the wattage that your outlets can put out is something that you should look into, I think. Because I know that we're going to be getting ours serviced for that specific reason. Well, that and the fact that one of the power cords to our house is literally dangling in the wind. But shush. Okay. Best way to test that is honestly a space heater. Space heaters take up so much power, it's actually insane. I don't even think... No socket issues, okay. Is there... I'm pretty much going to be running in on pure black, grabbing the demon, and leaving. Alright. Okay, that sounds like a lot. Well, I'm glad that it no longer goes kaboom. Our AC and heating unit is gonna have to get serviced soon because it's like almost 20 years old, I think.
Then touch soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Art thou finished? May thy
I can forge weapons.
I actually don't know what the
Do come
wattage
back
and
alive.
whatnot for our current AC is. I should really look into that. Alright. We are on pure white, so this gate opens. Oh, that's fair. Ah, right. The souls of the 4 individuals that were executed here. Execution and morale is going to be a bit of an issue. Oh, fair enough. Do what you have to. Do. Really? Oh, welcome back? Question mark? Are you just messing with me? Oh, you're not dealing... Fair enough, I guess? Come on, Psycho. Alright, what am I carrying that I can put away? Anything blue-eyed can go all the way away. All the gloves can too. I'm pretty much just going to be wearing silver bracelets because those are just helpful. Run into the fire and mess him up with the halberd. You know how the Drake will jump down off of the bridge if you wait in the corner? You can fight him in melee with that. Alright. This should be a colorless demon soul. Actually, if I fall down where any of these bodies are, I should land on the beam. It will always jump down. You just have to wait long enough. Here goes nothing. Oh, okay. I have never had the Drake not jump down. Every single time I've gone through, I've had the Drake jump down. Who said that I give crap advice? I try to tailor my advice to the specific situation and the desires of the individual I'm talking to. Wait, seriously? You said that? You said that I give crap advice? Why? Why, Rowdy? That never came. Oh, that never came from. What? Okay, now I'm confused. Now I am just confusion. Alright.
If it be a blacksmith.
Upgrade. Repair everything.
All done.
And then I can go get the final upgrade for the Kris Blade real quick. Because killing Meralda sets the Archstone of the Covetous King back to neutral. And I believe I have 4 ephemeral eye stones. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I have 4. Yeah. Yeah, I have 4. But with this, I might not have to mess with Black Latria at all. Provided I'm careful. One. Two. This is 2. I just want my souls. This is not an insignificant amount of souls, and I would like to keep that for dealing, or for the final Kris upgrade. So my goal is... Oh dear. Get Pure Black. head back into the inner ward, collect the colorless demon soul from the inner ward, go back to Stonefang, and obtain the final Kris upgrade, because Kris only goes up to +5. Then come back, kill the penetrator, and then rescue the knight. The reason So, I've said before that there isn't a summon in the NPC summon in this game, and I half lied. There isn't a summon in the traditional sense, but there is an NPC that will hop through a specific fog gate with you. As a result, I kind of don't want him to do that. At least not right now. So I will need to make sure... I'm pretty sure I'm the one that first mentioned the pocket summons to you. But, there is nothing at all like that in this game. There is, however, one NPC that will, at one point, go through a door with you. Because this is a challenge run, I actually want to avoid that. So I'm not going to free him until after the boss that he will help with is dead. He technically helps with the blue dragon later. But that really is just him drawing its fire. He doesn't actually damage it. And because he doesn't actually damage it, I feel comfortable letting him just take the aggro. So we're getting this last colorless demon soul. This will be the last one I obtain this playthrough. Fire princess. What? And then we leave. Ow. Y'all do a lot of damage for peons. Oh, Dusk. Dusk actually will have a summon sign by the tree, or by one of the trees on the shore. She can't be summoned for combat because she's a non-combatant entirely. However, you can talk to her if you summon her, and she will act as a merchant. I think part of the reason... Not the evil tree. It's one of the trees by the shore on the Hydra Lake. Yeah, I recommend killing any of the golems nearby first before you actually talk to her. But you can talk to her, and she will obtain, and she will sell you her sorceries. They're crystal, but yeah.
If it be a
Upgrade, Kris Blade, +5. And that is that.
all done.
What? Oh, thank you for the follow! Is it Zaraketh or Sharaketh? Or Xaraketh? I've heard a few different pronunciations of the letter X. Yeah, they are pretty easy to take out, but I also don't know if Dusk can die. And one of the easiest ways to tell if you've unlocked the DLC yet is to go back and see if Dusk's summon signs has disappeared. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. I've heard so many different pronunciations of the letter X, it's insane. I've heard it pronounced S. I've heard it pronounced Z. I've heard it pronounced Sh. I've heard it pronounced X. Dusk is a unusual case. Because she's a non-combatant, her summon sign is available no matter what. And you can also turn off invasions by other players entirely. Yeah, you can be crinkly and you can still summon Dusk. You literally just go into the settings and select launch offline. You'll still get NPC invasions, but if you're offline, you won't be able to see any messages, but you also won't be invaded. Unfortunately, that's not an option in Dark Souls 2. But in Dark Souls 1, 3, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and Elden Ring, you can just launch the game offline. And it's a setting in most of them. And you'll have to quit out after the setting is selected. But that is 100% a thing. It says log in or log out. Yeah, you want to log out or just... It'll be in settings. On the main screen, or when you're actually in the, you could be on the main screen, you could also be actually in the game, but if you're in the game, you'll have to log out in order for it to, or you'll have to quit out of the game in order to actually make it so that you do, in fact, you are, in fact, logged out. Are you kidding me? Ugh. On the main screen or actually in your file. If you're in your file, it'll... Yeah. I think I'm just gonna run past those three. Honestly, I'm just gonna run past everything. 7,000 souls is a lot, but I'm not sure if it... Actually, it might matter, so I should pick it up. I am fully capable of running past things, I was just trying not to. Habit from Dark Souls 2, mostly. Oh my. I actually kind of hate the 3 Red-Eye Knights, not gonna lie. Alright, so clear everything up to them, and then... Okay, it is in both places? Cool. That is good. But anyway, how are you doing today, Sharaketh? I'm just gonna go with Sharaketh because it flows better. Okay, from the main screen it says launch game offline, and then you have the... Okay. I think Bloodborne has it in both places, too. Dark Souls 2 just outright doesn't give you the option. Yeah, it really is. Actually, I might be able to... If I can lure one of them down... Yeah, you will not see the messages on the floor, which are the red squiggles. There we go. Yeah, you won't see those. But honestly, an easier way to deal with the Hydra is to just position your character relative to the loot you have not yet collected. It requires a little bit of restraint on the... well, loot part. There we go. Absolutely despise these 3 goons. You did do a thump when... Yeah. Yeah. But inside... Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I'll continue this talk when you're back then. And if you're leaving, then I'm just gonna skip the cutscene. I was gonna let this one play, but if you're not here, there's not really a point. Alright, Penetrator. Penetrator, Penetrator, Penetrator. I've never actually fought this guy by myself. Though... shouldn't be too hard with a mage build. Oh my. No. We're not doing that. We are not doing this. Metas. Goodbye. And now we go back to the Nexus. I don't want to deal with the King's Tower just yet. For a couple reasons. This fight I would actually like to have Insanity Catalyst for.
It's all a trap. Well, but can't you see? You.
The touched soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
That is incredibly close.
Drawn from its vest, art thou finished? May thy strength help the world be mended.
Alright, we're gonna...
Then touch the deep.
Seek soul power.
Key to life's ether. Soul
Okay.
lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Art thou finished?
That should be enough spice. I will go get myself 11 grass, though. Oh, sorry, 6 grass. Alright, what am I dealing with here? That's... I mean, the stopping of the bleeding is helpful, but... not as much as one would think. Can't carry anymore. What? Oh, am I...
Well,
Forgot about that.
I can forge weapons.
Pair. And then purchase.
What's the hurry? Where are you off to?
Go throw myself off the roof here. I need one more level in intelligence. And then I'll start pumping magic again. Insanity Catalyst is going to have my magic. How much does... Hang on. How much does each cast take? 5 per cast. Okay. As long as half ends up being a multiple of 5, I think we're good. Okay, this is slightly more white. Come on. Haha. Collect that. Talk to our sleepy friend here.
I'm cold. Is that one ahead?
And that will help me for when I actually go up to the top of the tower. For now... what do I want to do now? I really hate that ritual path seems to actually be the best choice here. I'm gonna give the man-eaters one more go, I think. Because I do want Insanity Catalyst. I'm on the fence as to whether I want to mess around with Black Latria for the Sodden Ring. I don't think it's going to actually be worth it this time. Solely because it means dealing with Black Latria. If I was any other builds, then maybe it would be a good thing, but... not this one! Alright, what am I dealing with as far as damage goes? 216. That's not terrible. You gonna fall? I'll take that. I will gladly take that. Alright, what am I dealing with here with you? Alright, that's not a huge boost, but that is still a boost. I believe I need 12,000 souls a level now. Which is kind of insane, actually. I'm only soul level 57. But still. Okay. I think I should hide here. You're not gonna turn around if I... or, well, you might not turn around if I strike you from the proper distance. It was 4 shots to kill you last time. Alright, that is promising, actually. That is indeed promising. Let's hope it delivers. Alright, man-eaters. Back for round 4. Oh my. Oh dear. What? Come on, up here, actually. Let's go up here. Oh my. Please come back. Don't you dare fall. There we go. Okay. Okay. It's wild that that's actually better than I anticipated. That's not pure white, but that is white. And then after this, I think I can get like 1, maybe 2 levels out of this.
Then touch the soul of the mind, key to life.
Okay, cool.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength
Then
be granted so the world might be mended.
240, so I'll go down to 120, it looks like.
Art thou finished? May thy strength.
With your souls, do come back alive.
Let's throw myself off the top here, because I really don't want to deal with Black Latria. And then see about Old Monk. Actually, probably buy something from Patches real quick, and then see about Old Monk. Because patches sells things that are helpful. Like, incredibly helpful. Lifesavers, even.
Well,
Purchase, half moon grass.
nice.
Ivory tower. Let's see how bad this is actually going to be. I know the reason that this entire... This run back is absolutely atrocious, and that's on purpose. And I understand the reason, I just really don't like this run back. This is not the worst run back in the game. But it's the second. It is easily the second. So glad. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back, Rowdy. I have actually managed to get a decent way through Latria. I figured that with this build, Latria was going to actually suck. Oh dear. Oh dear. What do you mean, was it through a big door? Latria doesn't really... Or, well, Latria has only a single big door, but I already dealt with that. Just die already. There we go. I was not... Ah, yes. Wait, that was me. Rowdy, why do you do this? Rowdy, why do you keep giving the advice, or credit for the advice I give you to Magnifico? This is like the second time today. Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need to go back to the Nexus to make sure I have the silver catalyst because the wooden catalyst is a little too good to sacrifice. Alright, first things first, throw myself off the top, because I will forget to later. Then I have a couple decisions to make. Do I want to deal with Valley of Defilement? Or do I want to deal with Shrine of Storms? Alright, Archstone of the Digger King, Smithing Grounds. You back from ads yet, Rowdy?
If it be a blood.
I once again forgot to talk to Thomas. To get the silver catalyst back. The whole reason I even went there. And my dumb ass forgot it.
I'm sorry. I'm still my wife, but I would be happy to leave.
Organize. Give. That.
Rest assured, your goods are safe and sound.
Welcome back, Rowdy. Question for you. I'm the one that told you about the big doors and the lever with the big doors. So, why do you keep... that's the second thing that I told you about that you've given credit for, to Magnifico for. But I ask why? You can... okay, that's fair.
If it be a blood.
Alright, there we go. Insanity Catalyst.
All done.
So, I need something close by that I can... Fair enough, fair enough. We're gonna go back to the Nexus, and then... For reals, BRB. Fair enough, fair enough. Do what you must.
The touch, soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, the draw. Art thou finished?
Let's go talk to Patches.
Ooh, I have some precious meat.
And then see how much of a damage increase that actually is, if any.
I can forge weapons. Do come back alive.
We're actually going to do that by going to the inner ward. $221. And then... yeah. What do you get? Oh, welcome back, welcome back. I'm just testing the damage difference on my catalysts. 230. Okay, that's definitely enough of an increase to be concerned. People will call me by male pronouns when I'm actually, or when it's in my, or when I'm a he, they. But welcome in, Banu. How are you today? I hate the fact that ritual path is a good idea. We've gotten to the point where what I have left are my two favorite, or least favorite, boards. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't actually care. I don't do enough to that Reaper to... Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I may end up abusing quit-outs. I've never actually done quit-outs on these sections before, but I legit might this time. You had to cut your nails off? Oh no! What happened? What just... Did the skeleton roll off of... Alright. Alright then. They were awkward. Oh. Yeah, that always sucks. We're gonna leave. Please tell me those two followed. Let's go. Aha, how? The mantas suck. Like, actually suck. Alright, don't bother collecting anything in here. I just have to keep running. Or, well, I can collect this. But that's not gonna help much. Move! Good riddance. Good fucking riddance. And actually, let us... As much as I hate to do that, it'll make this next part a lot easier because there's red-eyed skeletons. Or are there? Could have sworn there were red eyes. damn it! Oh boy. Maybe wait for the blood thing? Ow. I hate Ritual Path. Absolutely despise Ritual Path. I just want it over with. Up to you, Banu. At the end of the day, it is up to you. Pure. There we go. The Skellies always panic roll. You know what, actually? As much as I hate to do this, let's... be tanky, I guess is the way to put it. The Thief Ring prevents those stupid mantas from getting you. Yeah, I am kind of glad that I went out of my way to grab this. Insanity Catalyst is proving to be useful. There we go. Goodbye. And unfortunately... oh boy. I don't want to risk that coming down the stairs. I really didn't want to risk that coming down the stairs. And I have to be careful. This boss, if I die, I have to go all the way back and start this run back again. I'd rather not do that. So we're going to do the smart thing. And wait. This guy has no means of regenerating his health, and he's blind. This bastard being blind is literally the best thing about this board. If you're a ranged build, you can just stay behind the altar. And as long as you are patient, this boss fight will take a while, but you don't have to redo the whole damn board. Actually, I'm confident enough in this. Shut up, Mr. Banu. On that regard. Okay, yeah, that damn near doubled my damage. This is like one of the few cases in this game where ranged is actually a big advantage against a boss. I killed a boss earlier where it was actually a huge disadvantage to be a ranged character. Oh, Piku! Welcome in! Been a while. How are you today? Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. So after this... After Old Hero, we immediately go into Storm King. Which... Storm King is a pretty easy boss, generally speaking. Impossible for certain challenge runs, but for this one... It's actually going to be one of the easier archdemons. Because I can literally just... I don't have to go get Stormroller. Not with this character. Stormroller is... It makes an appearance in Dark Souls 3 as well, but this is where it originated, I believe. But how you doing today, Piku? As long as I make sure he is a decent enough distance away from me, I don't have to worry about getting hit. No, ahoy. What? It is time for what? Banu? Banu? What is it time for? Storm King is going to be easy, and then I'll literally just have Valley of Defilement and Archstone 1 left. I might actually just be beating the game today. With the amount of progress I've been making, I legitimately might just be beating the game today. Because I've... Literally after this, I'll have 2 areas and 3 bosses left. Technically 4 if you count the blue dragon, but I might have to just run past the blue dragon. There is a distinct possibility that I will have to run past the blue dragon because I might not be able to reach it. I have decent range on this spell, but not as good as Soul Ray. I'm pretty sure I can still tackle Storm King with this spell. He shouldn't be out of reach. I just may have to regenerate my magic a few times. The Swamp of Sorrow is easily the worst poison swamp in Soul's history. I wish I was joking about that. Like, genuinely, I wish I was joking. But the Swamp of Sorrow absolutely sucks. Once I get to the village, it'll be fine. It's just getting to that point that is going to be atrocious. The final tower, or the King's Tower in the Boletarian Palace, isn't going to be that long. So really, whether I finish the game today or not depends on Swamp of Sorrow. Okay. I'll attempt to go over. Swamp of Sorrow is short enough. I'm a little worried about Garl Vinland in the Maiden Astraea fight, and you never can predict how Old King Allant is going to go. Storm King, I'm just completely discounting at the moment. And Dirty Colossus could also be a bit of an issue, but that tends to go pretty quickly, all things considered. I get this guy down low enough, and I am just going to spam the damn button. I don't like waiting, but I really don't like that run back. That run back is horrible. It wouldn't be as bad if it wasn't for the damn manta rays. If it was just the Reapers and the Skellies, that would be fine. But they just had to throw the mantas on top of that. My answer to that, Rowdy, would be to look up how much, or how many souls the Drake drops. That is technically an early game enemy, so it doesn't drop a ton. $10K. Is $10K worth fighting that thing to you? If 10K souls is worth fighting the Drake to you at the point in the game that you are at, then go for it. If it's not, then don't. Simple as that. If you... Didn't you already get the Drake sword? You want to kill everything? Then go for it. The Drake will not drop a second Drake sword. That is a once per playthrough drop. It is a unique drop. Every single tail cut is single. I tried that with the gargoyles. And the gargoyle tail axe. I was only able to get one gargoyle tail axe. Great minds and all, great minds. Let me think. Really? I thought it was only the once because I cut off a second gargoyle's tail at one point and didn't get an axe from it. I could just be misremembering that. Alright, so I'm either misremembering or I got cheated. One of the two. Come on. You seriously haven't sussed out where I am. You are going to lose no matter what at this point. This guy's gimmick is that he's blind. So if you're slow and careful enough, or you're ranged, you can literally just stand in a spot he doesn't go, and he will literally never find you. I don't know if that's actually going to help, but may as well. You'd think he'd hear my footsteps, though. Or at least recognize what direction the arrow in the back keeps coming from. this game. Oh, and I did go and actually beat Latria. That's why I have this Insanity Catalyst. Come on. Turn around. There we go. Fair enough. This guy can very easily kill me. I am squishy. But at the same time, he's not smart enough to realize that I keep shooting him from the exact same spot. I just keep walking back up to the fog gate, and he can't find me. Which makes this fight a little on the boring side, but hey, a victory is a victory. Next one I should be able to just spam 2 and win. We shall see. I think I've spent like 10 minutes on this boss. The pillars in this room? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. I believe there was actually something over here somewhere. That was grass. I purposefully stayed in the back and made sure this was slow. I always make sure that this fight goes very slowly, simply because that bastard will send me back to the beginning of the worst run back in the game. Really?
Art thou finished? Then touch soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the... Art thou finished?
Alright.
I can forge weapons.
Repair everything. And even though... I've gotten to a point, actually, where it doesn't matter as much.
You come back alive.
So let's head up here. I'll keep the thief ring on for now, I guess. Although the cling ring is honestly better. Thief ring might actually help with Swamp of Sorrow. Alright. Altar of Storms. Here we go. Here we go. This fight's interesting. Normally, you're supposed to run to the other side. just need to kill as many as possible. And there we go. That was... You gonna come low? No. I actually feel kind of bad for this one because it's kind of like an animal. And now it comes low. Okay, I want Cling Ring. Understood. Understood. I should not have written off Storm King. Nice try. Die. Please let me hit. There we go. There we go. That could have gone better, but at the same time, wasn't terrible. Alright. Back to the Nexus.
The touch, soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul, art thou finished? May thy
There we go.
The touch, soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted.
That
so the
is
world might be mended.
kind of an insulting amount of souls,
So the
actually.
world might be mended. Art, may thy
Hold up here.
I can forge weapons. You come back alive.
Alright, let us send that to storage. That as well. I'll keep the wooden catalyst on hand just in case, but I don't think I'll need it. Purchase as much as I can. And now, what that works, I guess.
Yep, I'm that good.
Throw myself off the top of the Nexus. I'm not going to worry too much about 2,000 souls. And then... we go... to the Valley of Defilement. I'm not kidding when I say that how long Valley of Defilement takes me will determine whether I beat the game today or not. We are at that point. Alright. I cannot say I was expecting this, but I'm also not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. This run has been a lot easier than I thought. Oh my. I have Ring of Magical Sharpness equipped. Oh boy. That right there is my goal. It doesn't actually matter if I die as long as I get that done. Oh boy. This is gonna take a while. Thankfully, however, there is a shortcut, so as long as I acquire said shortcut, we should be fine. I am not able to roll is the issue here. Will I be able to sneak around over here? We're doing that to reset any potential aggro. Because while I am capable of dealing with the enemies over here, they actually do take more damage than I anticipated. If the regular enemies take 2 shots. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but believe me, it is. It is definitely a big deal that the normal enemies take 2 shots. I know that something drops down onto here at some point. Two shots for a normal enemy means that the big guys are going to have 1 extra shots worth of time where I'm not focusing on them. Still doable. You, okay. And your buddies. Ay, ay, ay. Is that... Okay, that's infinite spawn. We're just gonna ignore that then. I'm not dealing with you. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, right. Can I sneak around these two, actually? Because there's 2, like, right in... There's a pair of big guys right in front of the door. If I can sneak around them, that's great. If not... Uh-oh. Oh, welcome back, Reddy. Welcome back. If possible, it might actually be better to just lure them over one at a time. As much as I hate the idea of doing that. How was your thing that you had to lurk for? Or, well, you didn't have to lurk, but... How was your thingy? Okay, okay, okay. Hello. And I wish I could say I was lying when this is the section I'm the least worried about. Valley of Defilement is rough.
You there, won't you? Please.
Grass jelly, thank you.
Finished already. I only want my dear boy.
Okay. And then we do that to get y'all over here. Really? Nice try, you bastard. You. Hi. There we go. There are a lot of enemies in this place. Behold, Rowdy, the prototype for Blighttown. Wish I could say I was joking here. I'm honestly of the opinion that they made Blighttown more forgiving than this place, but hey. Part of what makes this place so nerve-wracking to go through is the fact that you don't actually get any indicator whatsoever as to how long you have until the poison starts to affect you. There is no status bar in this game. As a result, you have to time it yourself. Oh dear. Or just deal with it. There we go. Hug the wall, make sure to hug the wall. I want that loop around. That loop around is going to make getting back to the boss if I die so much easier. go. Just collect. Oh dear. Never mind me, just needed some spice. No, I don't want to die here. Once I get the loop around it, I don't really care as much, but here specifically, I do not want to die. There we go. That will make the run back so much easier if I need it. And cut out pretty much the entirety of Proto Blighttown. Off we go. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, whoops. Nope. Go over here and then... Not that way. This way. Dirty Colossus. Hello. I don't think I'm gonna need to run back. Just a hunch. I don't think I'm going to need the run back. Well, that's one more level. Back to the Nexus.
Then touch soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou finished? May thy strength. Then touch soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou finished?
No. Yep, I'm that good.
I didn't mean to send the eroded demon soul to storage, but oh well. We're just gonna hop off here. And start trudging forward, finishing the game. This was not expected. I genuinely did not see this one coming. Normally, even when I'm playing casually, this game takes me a while. And it might just be because I'm not going through and doing everything. That is entirely a possibility. That is a very real possibility. I could just not be getting everything. But...
I would be happy to like.
oh, 3 options? That doesn't sound good, but speak.
Rest assured, your best of luck to you.
I can forge weapons.
Repair everything.
What's the hurry?
Really? Really, they want to process the payment first. That's ridiculous. Isn't the console itself enough collateral? Alright. And let me guess, that refund is going to take several months.
Leave us, Slayer of Demons.
Sorry, Estraya.
This is a sanctuary for the lost and wretched. There is nothing here for you to your plan.
Okay, we have... fair enough. Damn it! Garl! There we go. Widow, 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 widow. Where is Widow?
You can do as you like.
There we go. It powers on, and during a few games it will just shut off. Yeah. Back to the Nexus, back to the Nexus, back to the Nexus. Unfortunately, there's no way to avoid getting plagued there.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
We're gonna do
Soul of the
that,
lost,
actually, and
withdrawn
then
from its vessel.
that.
Let strength be. Art thou fit? May
I can forge weapons.
Repair. Okay, in that case, we'll just purchase this from you. Because clearly I'm getting enough
Do come back alive.
that it's not...
No, 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 don't.
Clearly I was over, selling some of the difficulty in this game.
Yep.
Or underselling my damage. I haven't actually needed to go back to the spice merchant in a while. And I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, apparently these things were an investment. Alright, so, this is how the archstones are currently looking. I have literally one area left in the game. Some advice here, Rowdy, don't get a peg leg. Get one of those, or if you do, make sure to get one of those athletic prosthetics. Because those things are essentially springboards. Your bestie offered to buy you a new console. Fair enough. Alright, I need to kill the 3 of you. I just need to lure one of you over here for now. Come on, Penetrator. My guy. Stop dodging. Stop dodging, you bastard. There we go. You don't respawn. Good grief. On a more serious note, though, I really hope that you get your console back, Rowdy. There we go. And then you. You are actually probably the least dangerous one. At least once your buddies are gone. None of them respawn, so I won't have to worry about that. Realistically, how long would it take to... Months, easily. depending on how much someone was paying you to mow their lawn, it might even take you years. Not you again. I hate the Red Eye Knights. $8 a day for 88 days. Yeah, that... Well... You'd have to get a group of people if you wanted to make that feasibly. Honestly, it would be better to pick a few streets and come back to those streets every couple of days. Oh dear, we're dealing with 80 damage. Yeah, honestly, if you're charging 800, if you get like 5 houses, if you pick a whole street and you charge $8, really? Welcome back, Rowdy. Welcome back. So I can reach it from here, but can I reach it from the ground? When we're doing the, or while the other guy keeps his attention. I absolutely hate the way they did these two dragons. I mean, I could try that, but we'd be gone grinding for a while. I just want this thing dead, honestly. You know, I've never really thought about aesthetically pleasing numbers. So, everybody in chat, what's your favorite number just based on looks? A lot of prime numbers. Fair enough. That is fair. 57. Fair enough. I should hurry up. The dragon is going to completely eviscerate the poor dude up here. Why isn't 88 as good as 57? Let's do this just in case. Four circles? That's fair. Oh my. You. I cannot actually damage you from here. Okay. Well. That is unfortunate, but oh well. I have to try not to die to the king. Sorry, Strava. Okay. Generally, I can... I have to try not to die to Old King Allant because I cannot hit that dragon. Which means... that poor knight is going to wind up dead if I'm not careful. I think I have one, maybe two shots at this. What even was that? Uh-oh. No, no, no. No, Allant, we don't do that here. Oh no. I do not want to deal with the run back on this fight. This is one of the more nerve-wracking Elan fights I've had in a while, simply because... Okay, I don't have to redo the damn thing. Okay, okay. Okay.
How did you... Many souls? The rest is up to the old...
There we go. Wait, what happened? Yeah, that does make it a little weird. I think it's ONS time. Good luck. Alright, we're gonna... Really? At the moment, I don't actually need the cling ring, so we're going to put on fragrant... Or actually, no, regenerators. Send to storage, send to storage. All of this can go to storage. You stream it? Fair enough. Fair enough. If you get that up quick enough, I'll actually probably raid into you then. Because I'm going to be ending the game right now. I'm on the final boss. Somehow.
Yep, I'm back.
Let us proceed with the Lord to it.
Okay. Into the mouth of the beast. This jump is the worst. What? Let me through!
You have been chosen by the Old One. Will you seek the everlasting demon souls? Or has the monumental blinded you?
Can we...
Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here.
Oh, to get the Owen. Yeah, fair enough.
Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world. But God is merciful, and so created the Old One. Poison to poison. The Old One will feed upon our souls and put an end to this tragedy.
And that's the game.
Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
I don't even know why I bothered. Okay, so chat, real quick. Should I get the good ending or the evil ending? Quote unquote. Before I take any steps forward or backwards, which one should I do? That is not an answer, Banu. Chat, should I do the good ending or the evil ending? Chaos? Alright then. I'm not gonna skip any of these cutscenes. Rowdy, if you want to stream ONS, you should really get that set
Thy
up.
work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. shall lull the old one back to slumber.
Okay, so Banu says evil and Bats says good. The evil ending involves killing the maiden in black right here. The good ending involves leaving. Sleepy time? Okay. The good.
Thanks. At last, the end is in sight.
Sleepy time. You said sleepy time. That's what the maiden in black just said. Lull the old one back to slumber. She and the old one are going to take a nap.
Along with the maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of the soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
This is technically the good ending. At least from what the game tells us, but there is, there's shades of gray. Both of these endings are far more gray than the game would have you believe. So, as it just said there, the world that Demon's Souls takes place in is pretty much fucked regardless, because all of the souls that the old one devoured, that the demons devoured, that I used to level, those are gone forever. Those souls will never come back into circulation or whatever. And all we're doing, the world is literally held together by the monumentals. The monumentals are currently the only things holding it together, so with that ending, you literally become the anchor for which the world remains. In the quote-unquote evil ending, you assist the old one in devouring the planet. So either way, the world is technically fucked. Because, yeah, you die and the world dies, essentially, is how the good ending plays out. Because the seal on the old one, I don't think I can even go back up there right now. Because it puts you back. This game automatically puts you into New Game Plus. The seal on the old one has broken. It was broken, and the old one was revived due to there only being one remaining monumental because they've died off one by one. And as a result, well, all of this happened. The seal on the old one weakened. King Allant summoned the old one in his pursuit of the soul arts. And all of this happened. So, if our character gets weaker or dies, the old one could come back again. There isn't really a right answer here. Like, sure, the world persists, but this world is absolutely fucked. The world was fucked to begin with. It was already doomed. This world was already doomed. We can either prolong that doom or hasten it. That is essentially our choice. But that's going to do it for both today and this run, because somehow I managed to beat the entire game in, like, hold up. Less than 7 hours. 6.5 hours and I've beaten the game. Right. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, you can check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlist so they're easier to find. If you're interested in seeing my announcements, I post them to my stories here on Twitch, to YouTube, and currently also to Instagram. If you'd like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I post them to YouTube and currently to Instagram. The links to all of that are in the chat now. Oh, I highly doubt that I've gotten any sort of speedrun record. But, seriously, 7 hours for an all-bosses challenge run is... Or, well, 6.5 hours for an all-bosses challenge run is not bad. I even managed to take out one of the dragons. So the second one I wasn't able to hit, unfortunately, but... Yeah, I completed a challenge run in 7.5 hours. I'm a little baffled by that. That is not usually how this goes. Also, welcome in, Alphax. Or, sorry, Leonidas. I apologize, but, we're ending now, so... If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here, and are not already following, then why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Tomorrow, it'll be back to Bloodborne Lopsided with Magnifico. We're going to probably be pivoting away from the DLC because... Ludwig is an absolute menace at our current level. And then Thursday and Friday, I will be starting Lies of P. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing Monday and Tuesday. I need to come up with a new challenge run. I have a couple ideas, it's just deciding which one I actually want to go with. But whatever that ends up being will be announced by Thursday at the latest. We are going to be raiding Rowdy, as I said. Why did you not full screen? She's going after ONS in Dark Souls, so stay tuned if you are interested in that. You heard that you were supposed to gaslight me into community games. That is not how this goes. I'm not as easy to gaslight as one might think. But that said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.